All right, guys, a lot going on in the crypto world, a lot going on in my world too. Look at this nice new microphone arm that I have. It's a little bit intrusive. We got a little bit of a logo there in the picture, which maybe I should sell some advertising space. DM me on Twitter if you want to buy this advertising space right here. But let's get over that because there's more important things. There's millions of dollars to be made. Andrew Tate and his AI army is literally going to be turning beginners, people who don't even know crypto that well, into millionaires in 48 hours or less than 48 hours from now. I want to clear everything up in this video for you so you can have as much clarity as possible, be less likely to lose money as possible, and more likely to be one of those millionaires who are made. So let's start at the top. The Real World on Twitter tweeted, in less than 48 hours, Tate Terminal, if you haven't heard yet, that is Andrew Tate's official AI bot that he's trained up. It's now got 23,000 followers. We're going to talk about this in more depth in just a second. But yesterday or 2 days ago, I did a video on it and it only had 11,000 followers. So it's growing very quickly. It will disrupt the crypto world by revealing the crypto ticker. The ticker, what is a ticker, guys? That is basically the unique, it doesn't have to be unique. It's just the token symbol that identifies which crypto is which. So when this bot reveals the ticker, this token, with whatever ticker they reveal, is expected to absolutely skyrocket. This is where it gets interesting now. Those of you who spent their time in the trenches working hard will be rewarded. Now that's interesting because what does that even mean? What are we supposed to be doing? This is the time we're supposed to be spending in the trenches, which I guess we are doing all this research, but why are we the ones going to be rewarded? Is it because either the token's already out or the clues to the token of what the actual ticker symbol is already able to be discovered, and therefore we can get in ahead of everyone else, and it's a zero-sum game and we take all their money. Kakashi, who's a good follower on Twitter, just posts success stories in crypto, said that this was $3,464 7 hours ago, and it's now over $600,000. So guys, there's a lot of money to be made if you can outsmart the other 95% of people. There's a lot of money to be lost if you're in the 95% too. So make sure you play with money you can afford to lose, unless you're a real degen or a gigabrain. And so we've had a lot of questions inside of our Inner Circle community and here on YouTube. So I wanted to make this video to clear everything up because Tate's tokens are spreading horizontally. He's growing his little portfolio of his official and non-official tokens. And I want to make sure everybody understands how they all fit into his ecosystem. 5 tokens we're going to talk about here. The first one, the Real World, which you see official down there. It's actually his only official token, the token that Andrew Tate, is launching. We're not going to talk too much about this token because, one, I have an entire video on it, which is this video right here. If you want to go and watch Andrew Tate's official token drop, he's working with the SEC. Andrew Tate announces that the Real World token could be released in October following SEC approval. This is the one that CoffeeZilla was talking about. They're literally getting SEC approval. Why? Because he plans to, the Real World members are those who will benefit the most from his plan, which are his students. If you climb in Power Rank, you'll get airdropped a certain amount of the Real World tokens in ratio to your Power Rank, and however many tokens you have, you'll actually be earning passive income from the revenues of the Real World. Again, go watch that video if you want more info on that. But that's the Real World token. That's ticked off. That's not even launched yet. They're still waiting SEC approval. The next one, or the next two, sort of go hand in hand. The Daddy token. You probably know the Daddy token by now. And to talk about this really briefly, we also want to talk about Terminal of Truth. Nothing to do with Andrew Tate. It's a Twitter account run by an AI that has 205,000 followers. Why is this interesting? Because this AI, it's fully autonomous, was given $50,000 by Marc Andreessen, and with that $50,000, they launched this token. This is an AI launched token by an AI Truth Terminal, and it is now at $656 million US market cap. So this went absolutely crazy and created the meta of meme coins created by AI. Now, Andrew Tate has jumped onto this meta with the next 3, maybe even 4 tokens in here, starting with Daddy. Now, Daddy was this token here, which is actually the one with the largest market cap. It was in response to Iggy Azalea's mother token, and it had flatlined for a while during it was very boring season. Nothing was really running here. And it's pumped up very recently based on a few updates from Tate. You can see some of the holders here as well are millionaires. Tate made millionaires with this Daddy token. But recently he set up this Twitter terminal. It's Daddy Terminal, which looks similar to Truth Terminal because that's obviously where Tate was inspired. And this AI has 9,000 followers. It's got the official Daddy token ticker in here because this one already has a token. To go back to make it more relevant, already has a token. We're going to talk about if this is the official token or not, and then the last one doesn't have a token yet. But these two already have tokens, and basically he's set up these two Twitter bots. RNT terminal is the other one, which goes on this token here, which is a non-official but a Tate affiliated token, which has done really well recently. It was only at a $3 million market cap. Late September, it almost 10x'd up to a $30 million market cap. This is RNT, and the RNT terminal is existing to pump up that token. And just to reiterate here, Andrew Tate did not create the contract addresses for these tokens. These were tokens that were sent to him by a third party who created the token, and Andrew Tate actually burned his holdings. But he is affiliated with them, he promoted them, and at the moment they're both doing quite well. Brings us to today, where okay, he had 3 tokens going, and these two were sort of getting the airdrop when the TRW token is going to be released. But I think he got a bit bored because he launched a third Twitter bot called Tate Terminal, which is this one right here. This is the one with 23,000 followers. Again, it's very similar to the Truth Terminal, obviously inspired by it. And in the pinned comment, they have the official wallet of this AI terminal. Now, for those of you who are technically inclined and have done your research, this is not a fresh wallet. This is actually the exact same wallet that Andrew Tate had been using to deal with the Daddy coin and the RNT coin. But the big difference is it doesn't have an official token yet, which is why it's the most exciting one for us. We all know about the other tokens already. They've already pumped quite a bit. They could be pumping more depending on how the market and how Andrew Tate's marketing goes. But this ticker and this token is not public yet. And this is probably the one with the most upside, at least in my personal opinion. Hence this tweet, which I read out in less than 48 hours, this Tate terminal will disrupt the crypto world by revealing the new crypto ticker. Now, there is this token over here. And why this token is kind of interesting is because it is directly affiliated with the wallet that Andrew Tate tweeted and pinned on his Twitter right here. So the official Tate terminal, the official pin of the terminal, the official wallet of the official pin of the official terminal. If we search this wallet, and I've done this in another video, but I've got more information if you hold tight. I just want to show you how to figure out if any wallet has an affiliation with a token. This is Tate Terminal. I'll link the contract address in the description below if you want to make sure you're getting the official one, because there are a lot of scams out there. It's got 468 liquidity and a $15 million market cap at the moment. But you see, if I paste in Tate's official address, you can see it bought, guys. This is according to the blockchain. It officially bought $11,500 or 65 SOL worth of this specific token. Now, someone in our Inner Circle community has been laughing at this and had a funny joke. They said this is basically the stable coin of Tate's 5 tokens. Yeah, this is the one over here, the Tate Terminal token, because it's launched, got up to, it actually went a little bit higher, did go up to a $36 million market cap, but it's leveled off around that $15 million market cap and stayed there now for over a day. It's absolutely horizontal and to the right. The Tate stable coin is staying stable. But this token does sort of create more questions than it answers. And Tate Terminal says, are you missing the pattern or is the pattern missing you? There's a few tweets that it's tweeting out that almost infers that it's been leaving clues or that the token is already out. And guys, I'm giving you my personal thoughts on this, and I haven't done crazy amounts of research. I've done a few hours, and I'm just going to enlighten you on my personal perspective. I don't know if this is the official token or not. I bought a very small amount just in case it is, and they go public with it. It has officially been interacted with the Tate wallet. And if you paste the Tate wallet into something like SolScan, so this is the official Tate Terminal wallet, and you come over to DeFi activities, it normally gives you only official activities of the wallet. So if you come over to transactions and say someone's created a scam coin and sent it to Andrew Tate, you're going to get all of them in here. You can see the 3 hours ago, 5 hours ago, 6 hours ago. It's almost impossible to determine what's officially done by the wallet and what's being transferred in by other scam tokens. When you go DeFi activities, normally it's like, okay, well, these are the official ones. You can see 26 days ago, this is when Andrew Tate was buying the Daddy token. And then he did it 2 more times. This could have been when he was buying $33,000 a day as part of the marketing. But normally in this tab is only officially the wallet that you're looking at, swaps and transfers. But, however, if you see from 3 days ago, there's a bit of shenanigans going on because you've got Daddy AI, Top G AI, RNT AI, Tate, Tatezius Maximus, C Tate, and Cobra. All looks like that it's been officially interacted by Andrew Tate's and Andrew Tate's AI's official wallet, which is like, okay, wait a second, is this wallet just going to be buying and selling a bunch of different tokens? Is that how it's programmed? Well, if you are triple E technically inclined, you'll be able to do a little bit more research. So you can see these are launched on pump.fun. You got 6 here, pump.fun. If you don't know what that is, it's basically a launch pad sort of starter platform where anyone can launch a token, and it sort of gives you special guidelines in order to what you can do with that token so people know that they're not scams. Once it gets big enough, it gets released into the world. So it's like a token launch pad where anyone can come and launch their own token. Raydium, however, is the real world. Well, not to use Tate's terminology here, but it's like once it gets big enough, it gets launched and you can trade it on Raydium. However, this token here wasn't actually launched on pump.fun, and you can see that is the Tate token that we've been talking about, the stable coin Tate token. So are these officially interacted with the Andrew Tate wallet or not? Well, if you click on them and you come in and you see who the signer of the transaction was, because if you sign the transaction and it's on Tate's official wallet, well, then we know that it's been officially interacted with that token. And if we click on the actual wallet, you can see it has no money in there, which means it's not actually Tate's official wallet, but they've found some form of hack in order to get them into the DeFi activities from pump.fun to make it look like Tate has been interacting with these things. Again, go in and have a look at the signer to verify. These are not Tate's wallets. Let's have a look at the one that we've been talking about here, the Tate terminal token, the one that was on Raydium. If we come in here and we see who signed it, you can see it's this address right here, which is the Tate official address. So that one was actually Andrew Tate, which is the one that we've been talking about. This is why it's an interesting token, because we know that it was officially interacted with Andrew Tate. But if you're looking at the other ones and you think you're a blockchain detective and you're like, oh, let's get into all these, you might make money, but just know they weren't officially signed by Tate or his AI. Okay, but let's get back to how you can make money in this next 48 hours or so on these tokens, on all these official tokens that Tate Terminal is launching. So Tate put out a video, an emergency meeting about it, and he said some very interesting stuff in there. He says, this is the only one, so he set up Tate Terminal, he's talking about, this is the only terminal that has not announced which currency it's advocating for, because I wanted to test them. Okay, that's what we're here for. Tate Terminal has not announced it yet, should be in 48 hours. This machine is going to decide if it advocates for a currency or creates its own currency. Okay, so it could create its own contract, or it could buy into a token like it has Tate Terminal or another token that's upcoming and support that. This is the public wallet. So he's referring to this public wallet right here. It's like if you want to get ahead and look and see the transactions before anyone else, there is the wallet. It's all public information. But then he goes on to say it may have already chosen a coin. Is it the one that it's already bought into? Possibly. When it releases its ticker and you watch this coin skyrocket, you're going to understand it could have been you. This is where it gets even more weird. It could have been your coin. So it could be a coin that you go and create and then talk to the terminal on Twitter. It actually replies if you talk to it. I think it's possible, this is my theory, that you can convince it to promote your own coin or buy into your coin if you're smart enough and know how. This machine could have worked for you, but you were too lazy to do anything about it. So very interesting. So that is the fourth token here, the Tate Terminal token. Again, we'll link the official contract address up below. Don't be stupid. We're not sure exactly what's going on with these. I'm going to give you exactly my personal thoughts on how I'm going to play this to make as much money as possible. But please don't be dumb with these Tate tokens. A lot of people make money, yes, but more people lose money. So please be smart. Lastly, I can't find where I've seen it, actually. I did too much research in this and I lost the resources. Tate also said it might not choose just one token. And because he's sort of put it out of his hands, so it's not officially Andrew Tate recommending these things or promoting them, it's just the AI, it might launch or create or promote 2, 3, 4 tokens. So you want to stay on top of this wallet address to make sure that you're knowing if it's getting into more than one token. Okay, let me give you my personal thoughts. I'm going to show you how I'm playing this. Well, first of all, since there was an official buy into what looks like a stable coin for Tate, and I know a lot of people, these videos that I put out, they do get 20,000 plus views. And I know a lot of people are hunting down the next coin and don't know about it. I feel like it's very possible that I'm in here before the mainstream, before everybody figures out that this is a token that he's interacted with. So I've bought a very, very small amount, $1,000 USD of this, just in case. Might get a nice 2x, might get a nice 3x. I'm not going to hold for long. I don't think this is a sustainable plan, but that's just how I'm personally playing. I just want some exposure to this, because if this did 3 or 4x, I'm like, oh, why didn't I invest in it? I was way early. It's gotten officially invested in by Tate's wallet. It was a no-brainer in hindsight, but I'm also prepared to lose $1,000. So make sure you put in money that you don't really care about, because this is the riskiest of all risky asset classes. Now, I'm also keeping my eye on Andrew Tate's wallet. In fact, inside of our inner circle, we basically track the best traders in the world and the biggest influencers in the world, reverse engineer their wallets, which in this case, you didn't actually have to reverse engineer their wallet because he hands it out. And we can see we've actually filed this wallet under Andrew Tate's name. So I can simply come in here and turn this on my wallet tracking bot. And if the token is bought by Andrew Tate or Andrew Tate's terminal, I'll get an alert literally sent to my phone on what token they purchased. And therefore, I can jump back over to Dex Screener, buy it as quickly as possible if I think it's a good investment, and then sell as everybody else starts getting in and they become my exit liquidity before this house of cards comes tumbling down. So if you want access to the wallet tracker, because it's not just Andrew Tate that we track all the best traders and biggest influencers, people who can have massive effects in markets and literally pump coins to 9 figures overnight, make millionaires. Our wallet tracker also has sell alerts so you can get out before the house of cards comes falling down. I'll leave the link in the description below to that wallet tracker if you want to get ahead of the mainstream and trade with more information and more up-to-date information. But if this wallet doesn't make any more purchases and it's not the token that I've already bought into, but it's something else and they're just going to tweet about it, well, I'm just going to keep my eyes on Tate Terminal within, because they say 48 hours. I mean, they're tweeting so much, 52 minutes an hour ago. There's so many tweets here that I'm just going to come back in about 48 hours from now, watch very closely for the ticker symbol, and then make my move. So let me know how you guys are deciding to play this, because it is very interesting and he is one of the biggest influencers in the world. I do think that there's a lot of money to be made, but at the same time, I actually think he's sort of starting to burn out his audience with the amount of tokens he's spreading between. And I don't think it's going to be as crazy as what the Daddy token was initially when it hit that $300 million market cap, because it was the first time that he decided to promote tokens. Awesome. Thanks for watching. Remember, link to the inner circle and the wallet tracker is in the description below.